Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Radke Show. I am Melissa Radke, and I wish that I was sitting here alone because the person beside me is sneezing his head off.
What?
Not literally, but well, actually, yes, literally. And I literally just told him, I go, Dave, just get me up and going and then walk off. Like, it's okay. And he won't do it, which maybe y'all should encourage him to do it. We have got such a big week ahead of us with our webinars. By the way, side note, let me chase a rabbit for a second. I am so excited. I have done 1 million webinars in the past. I've done a lot of different webinars. I'm really excited about this one. I don't know if it's the time of year. I think it's a perfect time for this kind of teaching. I am bringing a teaching called Page Turner, Living and Loving Every Minute of the Story That You Were Created For. And I was just doing an Instagram Live, doing my makeup. And I was telling the women on there that I have a girlfriend, Whitney. I wish I had thought of this, but she thought of it. She says her life is like a stained glass window. It's 1 million different broken pieces that have all come together for something beautiful. And I wish that I had thought of that first. I would use it and never give her credit, but she thought of it. But really, that's kind of what this webinar is about in a nutshell. It's how, because a lot of us have these broken stories in our life, but they stop us. That chapter closes. We are closed down. That book is over. Like, we just can't seem to move past it. When what really we need to understand is if we took a God's eye view, that's just another beautifully broken piece that gets to go in the stained glass window that is your life. And I'm going to talk to you about that and how we move past that and how we start living again. And so I'm just really excited about it. I was talking about it on the Instagram Live this morning, kind of got me revved up. And so, yes, I just chased a rabbit. But please remember that the link is up right now. The link is up in the comment section. So you can just go and click that link. We're offering this absolutely free webinar 2 different times for your convenience. So choose whichever one will work best for you. Click it and then come and be a part. It's absolutely free. It's going to be about a 45-minute teaching. That's it. And anyway, love you guys, and I hope that you come. But back to David and his puffy eyes.
Not that puffy.
You look like you've been in a bar fight and you didn't win. Okay? Listen to him. Say something.
What would you like me to say?
No, say something for real.
No,
That uses a bunch of N's. Like, I am not going to the Nantucket.
I'm not going to the Nantucket.
See how stuffed up he is?
Nope.
He don't need to be on here. I can't afford it. I can't afford to get sick. We've got too much going on, David. And I've got a glow about me. Everybody's noticing it. All right. Well, good morning, everybody.
Something.
Happy Tuesday. I'm glad that you guys are here. We are once again on Facebook this morning. Told y'all yesterday, we're not doing Facebook next week. Get it this week while you can. Enjoy it because we are closing it down and we're not doing it for you next week. And then we promptly got off of that live and David said, I think we are going to do it next week. So they'll literally have 2 weeks of us. And I was like, David, you're never going to teach him to swim if you keep throwing him a life jacket. I didn't tell him that, but I wish I had of because it means something. Anyway, I woke up a little late this morning and David had already watched the headlines, which is something that we do together. I don't like it when you watch the morning's headlines.
Well, I got to get my day going, and I didn't know if you had a bad night's sleep, or I didn't know what to do with it.
No, I didn't have a bad night's sleep. I had a great night's sleep. But I got up this morning to go work out and walked out to the car, and my dog trapped something in the garage and wouldn't hush about it. So then I had to go turn the garage light on and chase it out. And then I had just given so much energy to that, I just turned around and went back to bed. Is what I did about it. Anyway, all that to say, David saw the headlines this morning. So when I got up, I looked at him and I go, hey, what's going on in the world? And he goes, I don't know if you know this, but there's an election and a lot of things happening in Israel. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so we have nothing to talk about on the show this morning. Okay. So let's see. I heard once, like the fish and loaves, the blessing is in the breaking. That's so sweet. Maria, didn't you send me a necklace one time? Very random, I realize. But didn't you send me a necklace? I think you did. I love that necklace. I just saw your name and thought of that. She probably didn't, but then she's going to say she did.
Do you know what? Do you know what he cornered in the garage?
I think it was a.
Chances are it was a possum or an armadillo.
Okay, I was gonna say, what's the one that's not an armadillo? That's the state. That's our state animal. It's the other one, and it's kind of white. It's kind of white, and it goes like this.
I would never call a possum white, but I mean,
It goes like this.
gray. Yeah, it's a possum.
Possum.
Did he do that? Or did she do that?
No, Sheppy almost did. It scared him to death. Sheppy is a baby. So anyway,
In his defense, his first, 2.5 years of life, he had his big brother Nash that always did that kind of stuff.
also he's carried around on a pillow pretty much every day of his life. So he's a little bit. Chef is the only dog I know that goes outside. And he's like, oh, UV rays. All right. Okay. So anyway, when I found out that there was absolutely nothing happening in the world for us to talk about, unless do y'all want to talk about politics? How about we talk about that for a second?
Nah.
No, I just
talk about.
wanted you to sit here in complete silence. That's how much I want to talk about that.
We can talk about our friends on Florida's West Coast because they are about to get hammered. The mayor of Tampa, I believe it was Tampa. It was a mayor, but I believe it was Tampa that said, "If you do not leave, you will die."
Over this one?
Yeah. Oh, they say this could be the worst that has ever hit.
David, they say that every
Atlanta.
time. In fairness.
I know, but it was a category 5. It's slowed down to a 4, but they think it may pick back up. But you know how high what was it, like 12-foot storm surges in the last one?
Yeah.
They think this one will be 20-foot storm surges. And there's some areas that literally are still cleaning up. Now they're worried about all the debris in front of their house, you know, where they pulled all stuff out. That if this one comes through, it's going to be all these flying objects.
Okay,
So
let me ask an honest question. Christina Barnes, I know you live in Florida. Now, Florida's a big state, and you live in Bartow. I don't know. Does that mean what does that mean for you and your family? I'm curious. If you are watching right now and you live in Florida and you are part of the mandatory evacuation that has to happen, where do you go? Do you just pick I've always wondered this because we don't live in an evacuation area. Do you pick a town and then just get a hotel room? Do you go to family that lives in Mississippi? What do you do? I have truly always wondered that. Like if a family lives where do they go?
Well, I mean, if you have family or friends, I think that's round one. Hotels probably would be booked and be hard to get into as you go farther north. But then some towns, as you go up, will start having evacuation centers. I don't know what they would call them, but like churches will turn their gyms into that, and they'll put up cots in their gym. And
okay, wait, but you're saying that would be in Florida, but in towns that are further up in the state, not near water?
yeah, possibly because it's hitting the West Coast. So like northern Florida, I believe might be safe to go to.
So, Suze, are you already at your in-laws? Did you make it? Because you say we evacuated to our in-laws in North Orlando, but traffic standstill and no gas. So did you make it? Are you there? David, what happens when you're in traffic and there is no gas and you're at a standstill, so your car's running? I mean, yes, we got here yesterday.
Yeah. There are a lot of people that are starting to get stranded that way because the traffic's just not moving because it's everybody trying to get out. But then now they're running out of gas because again, they're going in the same direction. So they're trying to hit the same gas stations and the gas stations are running out of gas. And the gas truck can't get through because of the traffic. I mean, so it's.
Christina says, I live in Central. I'm inland, and yes, we are in the line, but not mandatory for us because we're not on the coast. But we have lots of friends who have headed to Georgia or Alabama or Virginia. Our schools are shelters. Oh, my goodness. And then Peggy says, first responders stay.
Well, because as soon as
the
storm's over, they got to start looking for people. They got to start,
So let's say your husband is a first responder. He has to stay while wife and kids load up and leave. And they have to just pray he makes it. Mm-hmm. They open the left shoulder lane of interstate to help with traffic. I can't. What does that mean? 14 made the national news this morning. That is how bad the traffic is.
Maybe 14 is the interstate.
Maybe she meant I-4.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe she did. I don't know. I can't. I cannot possibly. I can't imagine it. I can't wrap my mind around it. I've never been in a situation like that. And oh, God be with them.
Yeah, I-4.
Man. All right. Well, I told David this morning when I said, well, I've got something that I've been wanting to do. I've had it for about 4 months in my back pocket. And I wanted to do it this morning, but it's like kind of light and fun. And I don't know if y'all are in the mood for that at all, but if so, you can tell me if you're not, and we'll just stay talking about this if you like. This one is terrifying. I feel so bad moving on after talking about this. Can I ask this question and then I won't ask it anymore because I sound like an idiot, I know. When is it supposed to hit? When is the actual day?
I know it's tomorrow, but I don't know if it's like 2 in the morning or at noon or I don't know.
All right. I love that some of you said, yes, keep going with the happy, keep going with the fun. Okay, I will. I saw this on YouTube about 4 months ago. And these content creators are doing this thing called 100 questions. And they will make a video of themselves asking 100 questions that no one ever asks. Okay. And then they tag another content creator. And then that content creator has to answer the 100 questions. And then they tag another content creator. And I started watching them and I got drawn in because they really are such ridiculous but fun questions. So I thought I would ask them some this morning. I'll get David to answer. I'll answer. But we really mainly want to hear from you. So David's going to go to the camera where we can both talk, and we're going to watch you guys answer these questions. So it's not just us, it's you guys as well. And also I wanted to remind you, I just got a text on my phone to remind you of this. Today and tomorrow are Amazon Prime days for the fall. And I think Amazon did not have very good Prime days back in
really?
Couple months ago. And I think people were mad at them. So they are pulling out the stops right now. And David has a link for my Amazon storefront. So if you would be a friend to me, anything you want, would you go through my storefront and get it? Okay, just go through my storefront, load up your cart and get it. And that would be wonderful. Okay, simply because it lets them know that I'm being an active influencer for them. Otherwise, they're like, we ain't heard from you in months, girl. We're going to block you off. And I'd like to be able to get my Neutrogena cleanser at a discount. Thank you very much. All right. So here we go. We're going to ask these questions. They're simple as can be. They're silliness. Some I don't care a hoot about, but here we go. I think they're fun. I want you guys to answer them. If you could answer them with a quick response. I want, even though some of you, there's a lot of you watching who are silent on here in the mornings, I want to hear from you. Question number 1, do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? Do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? Really, that question would be better asked, can you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? I don't know of anyone that would say, I love my closet doors wide open.
Holy cow. Close, close, close.
Yeah.
Open mostly. Close, close, close. My closet doesn't have a
I
door.
am shocked.
Open, close,
at
close, close,
open.
closed, closed, open.
Why would a person leave their closet door open? So you just believe that a serial killer should just have right away to you, just not have any barrier in between their knife and you in that bed.
So once you fall asleep, you think that door is standing in the way.
I know
the
it
serial
is.
killer just going.
I know it is. Okay. Yes or no? Do you, by the way, could you sleep with your closet door open?
Yeah, I could. Don't
It
get
wouldn't.
wrong with it.
Okay, here's a better question. If you're going to sleep at night and you look up and the closet door is just kind of halfway, would you get up and close it?
Probably not.
Well, thank you a lot for keeping us safe, because if it's open just like this, it definitely means there's an eye there. Okay, here we go.
I tend to close the door, but it has nothing to do with someone being in the closet. It just has to do with kind of, a little bit of order and like that's out of place. Let's close that,
Agreed. Do you take the shampoo and conditioner bottles from hotels?
Let us know in the comments.
Do you take the shampoo and conditioner bottles from hotels?
Come on, Facebook. You want to keep seeing us? Answer the question.
That is a big no for me.
We've got yes.
Y'all,
Wow, a lot of yeses. A few no's, but sometimes.
what? I'm with Christina Marshall. No, I don't like them. I'm not going to use that.
Marla says, yes, I take it and the shower cap, but I never use it.
Why would you take them? They are this big, and they are the crappiest shampoo and conditioner on the market. And I'm going to tell you something else. I truly believe they go and buy crap and put it in there. It's not even what it says on the bottle.
Well, and even if it is whatever brand it is, it's not the same that they, like that you'd find in the store, or the salon or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's not like you've never got out of the shower in a hotel going, hair feels amazing. It's
Right.
Not, it's not. It's watered down or it's
For sure. And then Heather Kennedy said it's good for guests. Heather, for the love of Pete, go to the dollar store, if nothing else, and get you some Tresemme. Get you some Tresemme.
Okay, so here's
and put it up for a guest in your cheap old bathroom.
Okay, but here's a follow-up question to that.
What?
Either side, as a guest or as the host, would you rather have a full small bottle or a big bottle that's like half or a third full? Is that
big bottle that's half or a third full?
Really?
When I go to Kelly, my girlfriend Kelly's house, she keeps a huge Aveda shampoo and conditioner in her guest bathroom. And you have no idea how happy that makes me. That thing is half full at this point. I don't care. It's Aveda. It's nice. And it's there for me. I don't want none of your cheapo hotel Hilton Garden Inn bottles.
Ooh, Christina has a good point. She sends them with her husband when he goes hunting or fishing. So like you're going to go somewhere that you may not have it or whatever.
A man. I don't get this question. This is how odd this question is. Do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or out? I don't even get that. How would you sleep with your sheets? I'm assuming they don't mean the end of the bed. Everybody sleeps with their sheets tucked into the end of the bed.
That would be the only way they wouldn't.
No. Remember George on Seinfeld when he wanted to tell the maid to tuck the side of the sheets in? He likes to feel wrapped up, he said. Okay, he likes to feel tight like a burrito. So that doesn't make any sense to me though, because how in the world do you get yourself in there at the bed and then how you get in and out if they're tucked?
I think you're wrong. There's no possible way they could be tucked on the side or you wouldn't be able to get in. Have you ever seen anybody like crawl up and stand on the bed and then drop into the sheets? So no one sleeps.
Yes, somebody just said untucked at the foot of my bed.
No, that's the question.
What?
So the question is, are they tucked at the foot of your bed? And
yeah, that's the question. You're right.
So that's the question.
Okay, start over. At the foot of your bed, tucked or untucked? Foot of your bed,
I'm thinking if you are sharing a bed with someone and they want it untucked, you need to run for safety.
Wes said I get foot cramps really bad, so I have to leave them untucked. I'd cut my feet off. Cut my feet off. So you're telling me your foot cramps are so bad that you're going to let a serial killer just climb up under those sheets with you?
Why is everything a serial killer?
David,
What if they're just killing you and no one else?
Untucked, 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 untucked.
Wow.
I am shook.
And Amy says, I don't even use a top sheet. You know, our kids are both like that. Our kids both have bottom sheets and then their covers or comfort or whatever. Neither one of them like sheets, the top sheet. I don't get that. They weren't raised that way.
No, they weren't raised that way. I am so shook right now about y'all. Y'all, that's not healthy for your feet, Wes. Your feet need protection. Okay? I need my feet loose, said Stacy.
Maybe you're
That is weird.
Maybe you're getting foot cramps because your feet's out there doing all kind of stuff it shouldn't be doing. Maybe if it was just
Maybe you're getting foot cramps because there's a serial killer at the end of your feet. All right, here we go. Eva said when she had to share a bear with her sister. I think she means bed, but she said bear. All right. This is a weird question. Do you like to use... We got another possum. Sounds like Wes needs to drink some pickle juice. Ain't that the truth? Wes, my Aunt Melba, she's gonna kill me. Her feet, which normally at the end of, like if I just put my feet up, they would look like this, but sometimes hers will go like this. And then we feed her a banana or pickle juice and we just watch her feet just go back out like this. Do you need to get you some of that? Maybe you do. I don't know. Do you like Post-it notes?
like them?
Like them or like them?
Or you utilize them.
Well, I think what that means is some people like them so much they're all over their house. And if you went to my computer right now, they're sticking all over my computer, just little notes to myself. But I notice you don't do that.
No, I have tried to cut down on my use of Post-it notes because of my ADHD. It's actually just a way to ignore something and then start making a mess. And then
that's good.
So it's just like, they don't tend to be useful for me. Like some people they may be useful for.
They're useful for me.
I have good intentions, but they end up just cluttering.
Someone said they're the Post-it queen at work, but I noticed like a lot of people said yes, but then Katie Van wrote yes in all caps with like 4 exclamation marks. So she's like, yeah, that girl gonna get her an office supply. And she must use them for everything. I use Post-it notes every day at work, but not home. I have a bad memory. So do you. Post-it note queen. Maria says no, she doesn't like Post-it notes, but she loves a list. So do I.
Yeah, I'm a list maker, and I've converted it mostly to my phone. I find that it doesn't clutter my desk up or whatever. So putting it on my phone is a good solution.
Hey, here's one, ladies. I don't know why I said ladies. Men can do this too. Goodness knows he did. He did it yesterday. Do you ever cut out coupons, but then never use them?
Oh.
Do you ever cut out coupons, but then never use them?
Well, not cut out, but when they come in the mail, and they send you
that flyer,
and most of them are just junk. I generally will pull out like the, Subway one.
Or Popeyes.
We'll
use some Popeyes. Yes, all the time. Yes, I'm with y'all all the time. And I've stopped cutting them out as well, Amy. Amy said I stopped doing it. I don't think a lot of people do coupons anymore, do they? Doesn't everybody just getting their stuff on Walmart.com and having it delivered? I mean,
I don't know. Sometimes, wasn't there a show about that, like super couponing where, people would have like their pantries full of things. And they would just they'd go to the store and they'd have like $100 worth of stuff and it would cost $3.
Yeah. And they'll have like 86 bottles of Tresemme that they got at the Dollar General.
Now, my question is, if they really factored up the value of their time,
if they
factored up the value of their time and the time it it spent for them to do all that, did they really save that much?
Yeah.
And I don't truly know, but
Okay. Do you always smile for pictures? Do you always smile for pictures? This is interesting. Here's a little story. Yes or no? Oh, Elizabeth says she is a proud extreme couponer. There's still people out there who can make it happen, who can make it work. I am not one of them. Yes, no, usually. I'm with Christina Marshall. Not since I broke 2 front teeth. Yes, my friends' parents never do, and it's strange. Okay, y'all. One of my dear friends, Pauline Moper, her husband James never smiles for a picture, not ever. And he is passionately in love with his wife and his 2 daughters. And his 2 daughters are beautiful. So is his wife. And they will be surrounding him like this. Like they went to Switzerland and they're like all over him. And he's like this. But he's Indian. And I thought it was cultural. So then I asked Pauline and I said, why doesn't James ever smile for pictures? And she said, can I say it in her voice?
sure.
Are you going to get mad at me later and say it was wrong? Mm-hmm. She said, he will never, ever know when I am going to take the picture. So he will always say, you took the picture too fast, Pauline. But he never smiles in pictures. Pardon me. When I got married and I got my wedding pictures made, there was one where I was sitting in this little chair. This was the 90s, people. And my veil and my train and everything was spread out. And she snapped a picture of me going like this. Hold on. And I thought it was so pretty. I thought that was the prettiest one. And my mother would say, I don't want to pick that one and pay for that one. You're not smiling, Melissa. And God gave you perfect teeth. But I loved that picture. So now I've tried to recreate that look for the last 30 years. When somebody will take a picture, I'll go like this. But I can't ever get it. So I sometimes will smile, but sometimes I'll try to recreate that sexy little wedding look.
You know, I've heard rumor that picture is actually the basis for the blue steel look. I'm thinking on the name of the movie all of a sudden. Zoolander. The blue steel.
Wes Johnson said, and I have a feeling this isn't really Wes, or this is his wife, or her name is Wes. Cameras steal your soul. Said the man with said the man, I'm going to tell you what steals your soul. The demons that come up into your bed at night.
Isn't there a movie about that? I feel like there's a movie about that.
Oh, I'm sure there probably is. Do you count your steps when you walk?
No.
I do. When I walk from my back door to my mother-in-law's door, I count my steps every single time. And I always say, why are they different? Why are they different? You don't ever do that. I've gotten 59 steps. I've gotten 63. I can't ever get it the same number. And it is freaking me out, man. I feel like the house is moving or something. No, that's OCD.
I could see somebody, it went by too fast. Somebody said they do it on stairs. Somebody said they do it on stairs. I haven't, but I could see that on stairs.
So many people are saying yes, and Christina Marshall's like, absolutely not. Okay, here's one for you. These are going to be quick yeses and quick nos. That's it. Ready? Have you ever peed in the woods? Go. Have you ever peed in the woods? You know what the next question is. No. Dina, you've obviously never been out of the house. If you have never peed. I can't even count the number of times I've had to pee in the woods. Of course, I live right here by the woods. Everybody has peed in the woods but Dina. Everybody. And Paula. And Missy. That's weird. Absolutely, we have peed in the woods. Have you ever pooped in the woods? That is a nay-tay-tay from me. Absolutely not. Have never pooped in the woods, will never poop in the woods.
I can't definitively say yes because I can't like remember, but I feel like certainly as a kid I did. Like camping or something.
What did you wipe with? If you say a leaf.
Good chance it was a leaf.
Katie Van has peed off of a boat. How'd you do that? Was it moving?
Remy,
Did you have any kind of airstream?
Remy, a couple of years ago, did a leadership camp through her summer camp she always goes to. They went to California and they had to rough it and like hike up this mountain. I can't remember the name of the mountain, but anyway, a pretty significant mountain or whatever. And one of her friends had to rather bad. And so they actually found a tree that was close to the edge
Of the mountain.
on the edge of the mountain and hung on the tree.
They made him hold on
And
to
in
the tree.
in essence, pooped off the mountain
Yeah.
because he had to go to the bathroom so bad.
Yeah. Okay. How many people have you slept with this week? This is the question. How many people have you slept with this week?
Let me see. One.
Oh, this is awkward. 2.
Where you and Remy took a nap.
Yeah.
Oh.
But if you think about that,
And I'm not for sure that's the correct use of the word sleep.
just one. Everybody's just one. We're not an exciting crowd over here. If that's okay, that's okay. We're healthy. And
For those of you that wrote 0, if you would just untuck your sheets, you might get lucky.
Wes Johnson writes back, not really, but what if Wes, but strangely 34. And I don't remember any of them.
Been a big week.
Been a big week.
Got a bit of a rash.
You
but it's been a
guys,
big week.
love y'all so much. Tomorrow is what we're reading. Boy, have I got one for you. Watching, looking at all the kind of things, what we're looking at. Where'd that come from? And we'll be here tomorrow with also, thank you. Some of y'all sent in some great things that you're looking at. Why do I keep saying that? Or reading or whatever. Keep sending those in to me. Those are super helpful. Love you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, if you haven't registered for the Page Turner webinar, either for tomorrow at 2 p.m. or Thursday at 11 a.m., make sure you click that link. It was in the comments earlier, or it's in the copy as well. We'd love to see you there. So have a great day.
Bye, guys. Love y'all.
Bye.
Those came in fast.